Okay, welcome everyone. We are again at another stream. Let's see. Yeah, you should see the poster now. And yeah, we're doing a preview test event pre-season for the Formula One from 1958. And pretty amazing mod done by ORM and ported to the by the Automobilista Unofficial team to Automobilista, because originally it was an R-Factor mod, and it replicates in very, very close detail these cars from that time. So you will have plenty of different cars to select from. Every car drives differently, and they're quite challenging to drive, and we are racing them on several historic tracks that also were being raced on the season from 1958. So that will be quite close to the real season from previous years. So quite interesting, and yeah, I hope you will join as well in racing if you are part of the community and join this racing thrilling action on the track. And yeah, we already have a few that have registered, over 20 people already, and we're looking forward to have a nice race with you all. So let's jump in. I will switch over to my view. Let's see. Okay, that looks good. And then we can see the car list we have here. There are plenty to choose from, like I said, and I don't have that in focus. Wait. Now it's in focus. Okay. Yeah, there are plenty to choose from. Yesterday with my teammate Florian and Split Screen Racing team. That's how we will race the championship and it as a team. We tried several cars from this Lancia to the Lancia, the one that looks a little bit different than the other cars, pretty fast but also difficult to drive, and Maserati, let's load. Yeah, they're all different from handling and from weight transfer, from braking. Basically, you should test every car and to see which one feels right to you, or where you can feel, okay, that's a car I can handle relatively good compared to the other ones, and pick the one that you are most safe to drive with. But every car is tricky. The Lotus ones, we started with playing with the Lotus because usually Lotus are nice to handle, pretty light cars, pretty nimble cars, but they lack on power, so they're pretty less powerful, and still they have shorter braking distances, they handle quite nicely, and quite fun. So this one is probably one I will race later on. The problem is it really depends on the track. The track that we are going on today is the Spielberg in Austria, and the vintage version 1974 for the test. And this car is a little bit too slow for this track because it's long straights, and I could not get the times in compared to the other one I've chosen to race. So yeah, a few were very, very difficult to handle, and I didn't try that much to learn them because they've really felt not suited for me. So yeah, I found one that works fine, and that's the Vanwall VW10. This is this one, and yeah, I will race this car, and I need to get some track training because yesterday we tried different cars, and we did not stick to one car, and just in the end we said, okay, this one will be it. And yeah, I will taking this car, the number 8, this one here with the yellow nose, and it has 270 horsepower and around 700 kilograms. It's a 5-speed 8-shifter, yeah, I will go on track, and then you will see that these cars are quite a challenge. You need to be basically careful on anything, on any inputs you do. Kicking the gas, the brake, the steering, how you engage the gears with the clutch. You need to carefully rev match on downshifts to not blow up the engine or overheat the engine. And that's the challenge we have here for these cars, and then drive it in a race. So yeah, that will be pretty crazy. What we also want to do with the test is that we want to see if these cars can manage actually a race without the engine failing in the end. We will see how that goes. And yeah, it will be quite interesting. We have a lot of people already on the practice server. You can see there is Kaio Michels with the Ferrari, 3 of the Lancias that are pretty fast but also difficult to drive. One Maserati and the Vanwall VW10 I'm in. So yeah, we have 2 hours on the clock to practice, and we will go on track. Just go into the pits and remove a bit of the fuel. The problem is on these cars, and it's pretty front heavy because the engine is on the front. The driver sits on the rear, so it counterbalances it a bit. And what also counterbalances it is the fuel tank that is also behind the driver. So if you starting to get low on fuel, the car will behave very differently. I noticed that on a few tracks, cars, especially on the Lotus, because it's a pretty light car, it was very difficult to drive with less fuel in the tank. So it was better to keep more fuel in to actually drive the car, and yeah, probably lose a bit of time because of the weight it has, but the car felt more stable and you could go around track faster, for my feeling at least. So on this car it was okay to go reduce the liters down, so I will go for 40 liters and just go for this first, and then we'll see how that goes. We did not change yesterday anything about the gears or the suspension geometry stuff. Kept the default, and I also will stick to that, just practice a few laps. You can change the final gear ratio, but that's odd. I think the original cars, I just read a bit of the manual of the mod, that they usually are not able to do that. They have a fixed ratio, but I'm not sure. I'm probably mistaken. Okay, yeah, let's go on track. Let's just test this out. I hope the performance is good, because that's was some tricky aspect of it, that the performance was pretty bad, and I needed to disable the rear mirrors, but these are so tiny, actually these small things here, so it's not a loss, and it saved a lot of performance, and that will help me to keep the FPS I need to stream and drive it. Okay, we have the dashboard here on top. I stick to it to see how the car behaves, what lap times I had. Best lap time yesterday with this car was 2 minutes 5 seconds and 2/10. And let's see if we can improve that, because I don't have so much track time with this car, because we tried different cars, like I said. Yeah, let's go on track and see how that goes. I see somehow, I think the frame rate is not on par. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that explains it. Let's switch the right preset. That is correct now. I was wondering. Yeah, this is smooth now. Very good. Okay. Let's do an out lap and try to be very careful. I forgot one thing. I need to raise up the volume because I was on voice chat yesterday with my friend Florian and my teammate, and we could not hear each other because the engines were quite loud. Okay. Something else I need to check. I see I still have dithering enabled. For streaming, it's better to disable this. Otherwise, it will fight with the compression, and that's something we don't want. So, yeah, we remove that, and we can even increase that a bit. And then we're good to go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Needs a little bit more on the gas. On these cars, what you need to be careful is that the rev limiter you hear, you should not go beyond the red line, otherwise the engine might blow up or simply overheat. Okay, the performance is not great.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line. We've got cold tyres, so we need to get some heated. Brakes are cold, be careful.
Frame rate issues. No, I have terrible frame rate issues. It does not feel good. Yesterday we were not so many on the track, but this makes no difference. More cars. Let's see if what the frame rate shows me when I'm on track. Yep, that is not good at all. That cannot stay like that. But it could be another reason. Let's go for the... Let's see if this is loaded. No, it's not loaded. Okay, what can we do here? I guess we need to reduce
That's the end of the session. P5.
a little bit of the track details and the visual quality. Let's go for high circuit textures. That's just memory. We need to reduce the CPU load. Objects will reduce the CPU load. Opponent detail is already to medium. Low, it's not, that gets too ugly. Shadows can go to medium. Yeah, the rest is fine. Let's see if I disabled the mirrors correctly. Yep, it's off. So everything is off, steering is on. Let's see if that gets better. We need to connect by the website as it's password protected, and that does it automatically for you by clicking on it with the Just Race client. Quite practical. Take a look as well how the streaming looks like. If everything is in order. Yep, that looks good. So that's all ready. Let's see if that's better now. Not really. Well, I'm still in the pit. Let's go out of the pit and see if that improves it. Right now, I would say it will not happen.
Exit looks clear. Cold tyres all round. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 2. Cold.
These misshifts should be avoided, as the engines are very sensible.
You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 1 time's okay.
Ah, a little bit too late on the brakes.
Will be deleted. You had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
I need to forget one thing. I need to enable the bass shakers. I don't feel the track. 1 second. Again, tips here. When the brakes are hot, forget about braking. This performance a little bit on the fence here. If I should go for 60 FPS instead. Let's make a quick test. I hope OpenVR does not crash, because it tends to do it sometimes. Let's do it. Yeah. That crashed. Cannot see anything in my display. Then I need to force reprojection to be at 60 FPS. But I need to focus the game again, otherwise it will not be rendering this stuff at the right resolution. Is this an option? Yes, it might be an option. Hey Kaio, and yeah, the other one is a bot. Okay. Okay, yeah. In the race, I will not have the HUD, so I cannot see this later on. But actually, I cannot see it. Then I guess I need to feel it and use the engine brake as often as I can. Okay, I hope the stream is still running. I just need to quick check that. It looks good.
The leader has just done a 204.0.
I think it's good, yeah. A bit surprised that even the dashboards still are in the position where they are. Okay, we have 60 FPS reprojection, and the image gets a little bit softer, but it is okay. Let's get used to this car. The car is also on the track already with his pole position. No, Igor set the pole now, but he's on second place at 205.9. He's driving the Ferrari, and the Ferrari is really difficult to handle, at least from my driving style. I had really issues. I see one problem again. I'm not prepared, and my time is running out. I need to leave the track again to set up the FOV.
That's the end of the session. P5.
Display. No, it's okay. Well, I thought some object were popped into view. And let's rejoin. Yeah, a little bit. 7 people already on it. Oh, the performance thing. At least I have a bit headroom now. The only thing I can do is even lower the object details on the track as well. Get a little more. That might be a good idea. But I will stay in this setup because I've already done one thing. And that might help. Because the reprojection is done by a different CPU core. And the game has more time left for the frames doesn't need to process, so it certainly will help. Has the game crashed? Nope. Quick check if this UR2 code is active. That's good. That works. A little bit more on the revs. Damn it. Damn. I need to check another thing. Not that the pedals are already having issues. Controls. No, that's correct. I think the axis was the problem. Yeah, this is the problem. Let's see, clutch sensitivity, I think it's 100. This goes faster to the point, I can modulate it better, yeah. Be careful on the clutch. These cars need some care. They need way more RPM. I guess it should be around 6,000 RPM.
All clear on pit exit. Your brakes are cold, let's get some heat. Your tyres are cold, watch out. The guy ahead's lap time is at 2:08.2. We think Flynn has spun off. Sector 2 is clear.
a lunch here.
Your rear brakes are cold. Be careful.
Right side, you're clear right. Hard your right. Clear on the right side. Watch your right. Clear the right.
The guy in front has just done out through a 6.
Right side. Still there. Stay with them. They're still there. Clear on your right. Left. Hold your line. Clear on your left.
The guy ahead has just done out 209.4.
On your left. Hold your line. Left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear your left. On the left. You're clear left.
Already doing a little race here.
Right. Still there. Still right.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Almost lost it.
Green flag, sector 2. We think flip has gone off.
Left side. Still there. Left side clear. Check your left. You're on the left side.
Let him through.
You're last. Sector 3 is 2.1 off the pace. Yellow flag, caution. Sector 2 is clear. Looks like P6 has binned it.
We're a little bit too quick off the brakes. Unsettled the car.
Delete this lap. Track limits.
Slower.
Sector 3 Contact sector 1. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 1's quick.
Adjust my clutch axis a bit again.
Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Okay, let's take the opportunity to adjust the axis of the clutch a bit again. This one. I think it was okay, it was around 40. Let's stick to the value I had. Uh, 50. Yeah, still offers good control. Here's the braking point. Let's do a mixture of these. Okay, that's good. Let's see what they're writing here. Okay. Let's just see. Spring rate can be softer on front. Rears can be softer as well. Stick to the default right now. But I start to store... I'm driving with 100 liters. Okay, I now understand why I'm a little bit heavier and have longer braking distances. As I forgot to change that. That will be a race 14 min, I think. 14-minute lap. And yeah, stable is always the one I try to achieve. Guess I don't need to write it every time. Vanwall, and then it's on Spielberg 74 race. Okay. Yes, that's it. Let's go on track again. 1 second, I'm back in a few. Live. Yeah, just seen that Kaio has also a live stream, so you can join his live stream as well. And I guess Jim will also have on later, starting in qualifying. I think Kaio was the one just started in front of me. No, that was Christian Stieger. He's also very fast. Yeah, we have 40 liters fuel now in, but I think I had driven with 30, but it doesn't mind. Let's go on track. We need to practice this car.
Clear. Push now. Your brakes are cold. Be careful.
let him pull away. Save more space for the outlap. Flying lap.
Sixth place. We're running on fumes, mate. Coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
That's not correct.
Rear brakes are cold, mate.
Too much. Cutting here again. Very little fuel left in this lap. Box this lap. Sector 1 time is good. Tiny bit too much on the gas. Position the car where I wanted to. Shifting is pretty enjoyable in these cars. So from the sound, really feels good.
Sector 2 is 3.8 off the pace. Looks like Weiss has crashed. Green flag sector 2.
He's pushing me to the outside of the corner. Careful. What a little bit of grass on the wheels can do.
Sector 2 is 1.2 off the base. Left side tyres are cold. P6 as your quickest lap in this session. Sector 3 is 2/10 off the pace.
Not at the pace I had yesterday. Could be because the track is not rubbered in yet. But I guess I don't have the right flow found to work on that.
Sector 1's quick.
Need to brake a little
Need
bit
to watch
earlier.
these track limits.
Still don't know how to go, how fast I can go this corner because car tends to lose its ground pressure because of the crest. Fast. close.
Sector 3 is 3.3 seconds off the pace.
I'm getting vision problems again in VR. I think last time was just track as well, and yesterday I had issues.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
I find it difficult to focus on the distance. It might be worsened due to the reprojection.
Sector 2 is 0.8.
Loses contact with the rears. Make the rears a little bit softer. The suspension.
Sector 3 is 0.1 seconds.
It's improving
off the
right
pace.
now. There was something that
Underneath this
upset the
lap,
car.
on the track. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Difficult. This is not my vision. This is an issue more than anything else. Okay, soften the rears. They got a lot softer. It's like the front's also softer a bit. 2 clicks, I think I did 2 clicks. No, 1, 2, 3. And we do also this. The fronts are actually okay. Let's keep that. Don't change too much here. Tire pressure, I don't know what is the normal pressure for these cars. They're pretty high. But the temperatures look okay. They're probably overinflated because the heat is in the middle, the highest. So we can lower it. I think it was 230. Let's go to 210. And do 30 on the rears. Let's toy around and see if this can help a bit. Stationary. Stationary. I can focus distance objects. It's okay, but not when moving.
The pit exit is clear. Push now. Let's get some heat to these brakes.
This reprojection is really annoying. Guess I need to step down more details and try to get 80 FPS consistently.
Sector 1. Sector 2. We think that rain has been dead.
Oh, my teammate is here, Florian.
Yellow flag. Sector 2 is clear.
Tiny bit faster.
Strongest lap in this session. You've just done a 207.3.
It's still far off. I need to change the vision. I need to leave the track again. Lower even more track details.
That's the end of the session. B6.
And try to keep the CPU from having a little bit more left to do. It will be less crowded, the track, but yeah, needs to be done that way. Yeah, the cars. I don't know how low will look like. Can go for low or for medium and then see. I think the circuit objects is the most element with the most impact. I was on high, I put it on low. Yeah, a little low. Okay, and then let's hope it does not crash again. The headset. Let's switch to 80. Okay, this time that worked, and in this way it usually works, not the other way around. Okay, let's go for the browser again. It's here. It's the one. And then we click on join race. Let's see if we can get in. I guess the cars has too many different parts, and that's causing the CPU to have too many draw calls. So they have too many individual objects, but that's just an assumption. So every element here, the best thing is usually to model all elements that are statically not moving parts or cannot rip apart to one object and one texture, so you can group it into one draw call. And I don't know if that's been done here, especially the cockpit, the dials on the cockpit, stuff like that. It's certainly more than the other default cars. They have also pretty high textures, 2K textures, but that's not the issue with the CPU. That's the GPU issue, GPU memory. So yeah, it has other reasons. Rain is not here anymore. Probably he's changed his car. Yeah, well done. I forgot to save my changes, but yeah, I will get them right again. 40 liters of fuel. We will lower the pressure. I didn't check it if the pressure was okay. So we get 20 down here and 20 down here. 2 clicks each, and we will soften the rear a bit. Keep the front how it is. Yeah, then go for safe setup. Always can go back to the default in case it's not good. Okay, that looks really crap. Disabled now, and we still have issues. With the CPU having problems to supply the game with the FPS it needs. Well, let's go around the track and see if that is just in the pits like that. Hard to tell. find a solution for it
Exit's clear.
for the
Push.
championship.
We need to get some heat into these brakes. Cold times all round. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
It's much better
Flag Sector 2.
to go around track. It's my vision. But yeah, it looks pretty bland the track. Pretty empty. Problem is I need to have a little bit more headroom for the race. Because there are more cars visible then. Totally different feeling the track right now. So spacey, airy. A lot of trees are missing. Yesterday in practice the mirrors had helped to disable them, but here it's not enough.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1. Your rear brakes are cold, mate.
Still having slowdowns.
Last time tyres are cold. That lap time was 2:08.4.
GT Speedster will have a lot of footage to analyze. His mod.
Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 1 time is good. Sector 3 is clear.
Especially-
Tyres are cold, watch out.
My engine would blow up if if it's related to my driving or because there's something that needs to be adjusted in the mod. Yep, it's getting better.
3 years, 0.6 off the pace.
Whew. A little bit too fast. Ah, damn it. Could have been a good lap.
Track limits, they'll invalidate this lap. Yellow flag sector 2. Sector 2 is clear.
Let's let him pass. Someone in the Lotus. Dirt off the tires.
Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 2 is yellow. P2's been hit. Green flag sector 2. Sector 1 time's okay. Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Flint's binned it. Green flag sector 3. Sector 2 is clear.
A bit too fast. Cost quite some time. I couldn't hit the apex.
Sector 1 is clear. Sector 2 is 3.8 seconds off the pace. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Sector 3 is clear.
Okay, one lap more, and then we check tire temperatures and see if the pressure is okay or not.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. We can see flip has gone off. You're a 10th off in Sector 1. Green flag Sector 2. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We think that ice has stepped in. Sector 2 is clear. Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace.
Okay, one more.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. Green flag Sector 2.
A bit too fast. Okay, quickly. Go into the pits, damn it.
Track limits. Keep it within the lines.
Let's see, tire temperatures. Come on. Takes ages to get focus back. It's better. It's better. The rears can get softer. To 220 as well. Oh wait, it's not that much off. I was at 230, 25. Go more negative camber, so this heats up more. It's okay. We can also adjust the rear cambers. Just one click. Okay, let's see who's on track. Yeah, quite A lot of people are here. It's good to see that even Igor and Christian, or the really good drivers, are not doing their fastest times to 2:02 right now. I guess it's because the track is still cold and not rubbered in. Let's see whether they'll chat a lot of things. A few people have the old version. Okay. What cars do we have? We have the Valiente, the prototype, I think. The Cooper T45, Lancia D50 is a lot here on the track. The Ferrari, so that's pretty challenging to drive. So kudos to the guys that are driving the Ferrari. Yeah, myself on the Vanwall with Jim as well, and Mr. Hogan is also on the track. Great to see him here as well with the Cooper T45. Christian, Austria Cooper, and we have the one Maserati is Matty. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what the changes do for this setup here. And I see the frame rate is getting worse and worse the more cars are here on the track. I guess I need to lower a few things more, and then I'm a little bit more
That's
safe,
the end
I
of the
hope.
session, P5.
Let's see. Because I don't plan to go to the reprojection. Crap, that's not good. So shadows, I think shadows on low helps because it does not render every car as an additional render target. That will help a lot, I think, on the CPU front. Yeah, I think that should be it. Let's see if we can join the server the regular way. It'll be quicker to iterate. But I guess it will not work due to the passive protection. Yeah, it's passive protected. You see it by the star in front of the server name. So let's go in by the Just Race portal and click on the join session. Let's hope that will help. I think on low you don't have real-time shadows, you just have a plane, or like an ambient occlusion plane below the car, but that's enough when we race during daytime. No need to have extra text shadows on it. I think it will not affect the track texture, I'm not sure. But the car had the track shadows, but the shadows of the cars will be affected by the setting. Everything that lowers the draw calls will be helpful. Let's see, go into the track. Ooh, no, it's not. Still not good enough. That said, I cannot change the visual settings from the car. Let's see if that will change something. It should make it way worse. It does, but not really. Let's go. I think I've probably messed something up by yesterday by trying to prove a thing. Let's go for it and revert that change I did. Oops. There is the for folder and where is it? My username. There we go. Automobilista already selected. And then we use the player file. I played around with the rear mirror setting. Even when it's disabled, it might still go into the logic. I think rear view was it called, and then there's some positioning off in car only. So we make it off, sure. We will culling, that's also we do. Moving rear view, that could be the issue. Just put it to none, so it's static. I disabled the particles in rear view, that helps as well. And I think what I changed as well, opponent details 1, texture override 3. Crew detail. Let's see if we can zero that, but I think it's not affected here in Automobilista because they don't have a real pit crew, just the billboard. Okay, let's join the session again. Let's see as well how the stream is going. That's still fine. No dropped frames, so everything is in order. Yeah, well, still not better, so I don't have any more ideas. It's not even using the CPU fully. I expected at least one core at 100%, it's just 50%.
There's a car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Stay behind the white line.
Putting through.
We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. The brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
Igor and the Valianta. I forgot to change my setup. And then get back on track. Misshift and very high rev can instant fail. Okay. Yeah. If my engine fails, it could be analyzed what crap I'm doing, causing the engine to fail.
The leader has just done a 204.0.
crap. Just see me starting the car and not on the start of the race. And failing to start.
Pit exit's clear.
Oops. Should not have hit the throttle on this position. It will be really difficult to survive a race. 14 minutes. Wondering why Florian is not here. He was, I think, one on the track, and then he left again. Hey Barry, are you not racing today? Trying these crazy cars? Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. My pace is okay, but I'm fighting and struggle a bit with the performance. The CPU is hammered, and in VR that's an issue. But it's getting better.
Sector 3. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace. Yellow
Close
flag,
one.
Watch out. Green flag sector 3. We think Thompson has gone off. Sector 2 is clear.
Turn a little gas off to position the car better for braking. Otherwise I get pulled from the inside of the corner.
Yellow flag sector 2. Green flag sector 2.
Through this corner needs to be taken carefully.
E9. Sector 3 is 0.9 off the pace. seconds off the pace in sector 1.
Careful with those misshifts. Jim already said that misshifting and going over the rev limit can instantly blow the engine. As the car does not have a limiter.
Sector 2 is clear. Your rear tyres are cold.
Frame rate seems really to stutter. Yeah, it's getting crazy problems again.
We can see Shepherd has crashed. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag sector 3. Green flag sector 2. You're a tenth off the pace in sector 1. Cold tyres all round.
The misshift and then it didn't blip. And you see what happens.
Track limits, this light will be deleted.
Ah, damn, this performance issue is really a problem.
The guy behind
Oh,
is
Alex.
just
Hey,
done
Alex.
6.7.
Yeah, this car is tricky. Problem is I have missed the performance. The stutters really put me off, and that's not good. I'm running out of options. I guess I need to enable the reprojection again. That's not good. But then I'm more safe in the race. Already seeing that the cars doesn't leave a shadow below them. It looks pretty crappy. It's actually something I don't like to see, but we'll need to find a solution for when the championship starts. Sound is getting crazy. What's happening? Let's jump out of the...
That's the end of the session. P9.
There's one reverb getting crazy. Okay, let's try anything more. What can we reduce even more? Just cars to the low, my car to high. I'm sitting in the car, it looks crap and it gets low. Textures as well. Oh, not good at all. Can go on high. Might be these cars are still okay. If shadows off, as I don't see the car shadows, so that the CPU is already reduced. But the shadow cast is reduced even more, so I'm disabling it completely. Will look horrid, but it will work. I might be at a fierce limit. I did something. I lowered that as well. It might need to prepare the frames in advance. Yeah, for VR, I was on 100. That could be an issue. Yeah, let's go for just a single race here. How much time we have in the session left? Not much. 14 cars. No, we have more cars. It could be 22 cars. Just see how it will look like from the starting line. From the starting line with all the cars in front. Yeah, you see my personal best is 205.2, but that was on conditions where the track was already a bit rubbered in, so it had more grip. Thanks Alex for kicking all the bots. Also the beige hazes is also a bot. The first comment. It's not a proper user. Okay, let's see what will happen here.
Tiny bit of aero
So
damage.
60
just ignore
FPS it could hold. I guess we need to go for 120 and reprojection. Well, I cannot avoid that. Just hope that the switch does not crash it again. Okay, let's see if I'm still here. Okay, this time it worked. So then we start again. This time I will directly connect again to the session. Not something I wanted to do on the stream. Didn't thought that it will get so worse. Just yesterday in practice were just 3, maximum 4 cars on tracks, and they are pretty separated. Let's see. Yeah, this car is... I just read a bit of the manual from the mod, and it's really awesome what they researched for these cars and the era of the Formula 1 cars from that time. Even all the details of the suspension, of the brakes, everything is in the document, and you can read how you need to handle these cars. And actually, I think you need to double blip to keep the car safe on high speed, to not upset the car. Just not one blip of gas, you need to double blip. But yeah, I will do that because I can't do it. Let's load my setup. I actually didn't check the tires again. Well, I have 15 minutes left to check the tires. How the heat is distributed. Don't crash on me. No. What happened? Just press back and I didn't get anything to see here. That's not good. Don't. Oh, I think my keyboard is. The batteries are used up.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I need to change my batteries. I'll be back soon. I just read that my teammate Florian is not coming today, sadly, because we trained a bit yesterday to find a good car. He was on the server once, but then he left it again. I don't know what happened. Okay, it's getting fuller and fuller, and I need to jump into the car so I can enable reprojection, but I need to enable it before, otherwise we will tank. I just force enable it on anything right now, and then when I'm in the game, I can just make it for the game. Set up your 14 liters of fuel. Actually, I don't know how much we race, how many laps. And then we will force... Yeah, it's already forced, motion smoothing. Oh, I set it already. Okay, well, then it's good. So we will force at 60 FPS, and yeah. Then I can disable the overlay, as I cannot improve anything anymore. Yeah, hide it completely. Huge wheel in the car. Does not match my wheel. It's tiny compared. Oh, that's gone. Let's see. Oh, starting this car is difficult. A lot of people on the track.
Your exit's clear, yellow flag in sector 1. You've got cold brakes all round, be careful. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Green flag sector 1. Sector 3. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag. I think that more has spun off. Sector 2 is clear. Rear brakes are cold. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Misshifting this car is really dangerous. Two reasons. One, the engine can blow up quickly. And the other one is when you are braking and misshifting, you don't brake. Because these cars have drum brakes and they start to fade if they overheat. So over the course of the race, I should rely more on the engine brake than on the drum brakes. Do not stress them too much. And I need to watch to not go over 7,000 revs, as that stresses the engine. It has not a rev limiter and will blow up. No, it's 7,500.
Sector 3 is 1.5 seconds off the pace.
CrewChief is not right. It's not the best of the session. One more lap and then we check tire temperature.
Sector 1 is quick.
I'm pretty faster than usual, so I need to brake earlier.
Don't invalidate this lap. Track limits. We've seen a little bit of aero damage. Yellow flag, caution. It looks like Paul has stacked it. Green flag, sector 2. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. Yellow flag, sector 2. Fastest lap for Schmidt, 202.5.
Schmidt is there, making the records. With the Lancia, I think. Okay, one more, because I failed on the first lap.
13.
13. Need to brake earlier. Being on the inside here is actually a bit dangerous. The car gets pretty loose. 1.8 liter fuel usage. Per lap.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. We think all has gone off. Sector 3 is clear. Sector 2 is 2.9 off the pace. Watch your rear tyres, they're pretty cold. left, 2 minutes to go. Good luck, that's your quickest today. You've just done a 206, point 8.
Okay, 206.8. That puts me pretty far at the end. I cannot get the time in I had yesterday. Let's see, tire temperature is better, yeah. Now it's a little bit underinflated. Let's put a little bit more. I think that should be it. In front, okay. Yeah. The rest looks about okay. Yeah. Just one click, I guess. One click. Well, I think there was a 125. Yeah, the changes does not make a huge difference. It still gets loose on the rears, and might be because of the rear suspension geometry that not both tires can stay on the ground as well. So good. Yeah, might be a slow bump. Might need to be increased. I think then it's faster to return to his position.
Checker flags out, P12. That's the end of the session, P12.
Might help a bit because the track has it's quite uneven. Let's keep that as well and save that. P12. Now qualifying comes. Ooh. Let's see what is written here. There's a setup. That's a setup from Jim. Yeah, just take a look. Let's take a look what he has changed. Where I find them? I think received. Here is it. And then Jim. Let's load it up. Let's see what he's done. Oops. Goes to qualifying. Now it takes a while to load all the cars again. Or initialized at least. Thanks, Barry. I guess I will need it. Oh, it's Steven. Hi, Steven. Yeah, probably front camera needs to be changed. I just check out the setup from Jim. Okay, I think now I'm back again. Let's see what he has changed. Fuel. Is it really? Yeah, it's set up. Okay, fuel I was right with the gas, 14 liters. I think gear ratio is changed a bit. No, I'm not sure. 37.1. Let's see, brake pressure. That's brake bias is a little bit changed. I guess not much. Yeah, just a bit with the pressure has changed, and spring rate is not so soft. I had it. Okay, I will stay to my setup. Camber is 0.0 minus 1, castering 4 degree. Don't make it too light, the car can get quite tail happy. He adjusted the brake bias. I think a tiny bit to the rears. Let's see what that does. He also changed the ratio. Let's change that as well. C31, I think, was it? No, it was 271? Ah, cannot remember it. Spring rate. It's lower on mine. I give it a try with my adjustments. Yeah, it's really something that's an additional leak. You need to get used to how it works, even when the theory. And on these cars, I don't know what affects it. Ah.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line. We've got 13 minutes to do the business. Yellow flag. Watch out. Need to get some heat into these brakes. Cold tyres all round. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
It makes the car more unstable.
The track temps increasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
Let's give some space.
Stay right for your left.
Not sure if the change is good. I don't think so. I might just try gym setup. Just do one lap with this one.
Yellow flag in Sector 3.
And then let's see. Yeah. Yeah, the rears get more loose than usual.
Count. You've got the track. Green flag Sector 3. The leader's just done a 203.9.
Just don't waste time and go for the setup from gym just to see how that feels, if it's totally different. If not, or if I can get used to it. Or just for 30 liters. And if not, then I will switch to mine and then I just try to keep a safe race.
New fastest lap for Schmidt, 202.2. There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The guy behind has just done a 204.8.
Left side, left.
much time left. Need to watch it, it's cold.
Green flag sector 1. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 31 Celsius.
Yeah, I don't do that with that setup. I'm noticing that the brakes are a little more difficult to brake. Let's take mine and just put the fuel out, and then I need to trace this. I need at least to have a lap in, that's the problem. Otherwise I start from the last position, which I don't want to.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
A lot of traffic here. It will be difficult to get a time in without slowing the other guys down.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Green flag, sector 2. There's a new fastest lap for Schmidt at 2:02.1.
Okay, let's at least get a lap in.
B16.
Ooh, 16th place.
Yellow flag, keep your wits
It's the
about
last
you,
one
mate.
because I don't have a time yet.
We think that's more. Spin it. Sector 1 is clear.
Let's get a safe time in, nothing too cushy.
Rear brakes are cold.
Someone's behind me.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
P4 is behind me. No! This will be invalidated.
Your tyre temperatures are good.
Or at least it is a time. It does not feel good with the pressure from behind.
B19.
Ooh, that's
Sector 3 is
horrible.
off the pace.
So loose.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. The track temperature's rising. It's now 33 Celsius.
Damn it.
Yellow flag in Sector 2. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Not get any faster anymore.
Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Right side clear.
I think that's Jim. It's at least at Vanwall as well. Same car as I'm driving. Number 7.
15th place.
15th place.
Sector 3 is
One more to go.
green flag. Sector 2. Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
A little bit too much on the gas. It's really a concentration race. It's not really fast, but you have to be alert.
Yellow flag. Sector 2. Sector 2 is clear.
At least you learn a lot of car control with these cars. Ooh, there was a very bad line. It could be a good lap.
That's the end of the session. P15.
Starting from the back of the grid. At a danger zone, especially on the start. And performance will also be an issue. Render performance with so many cars in front. But the setup is far from stable.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Let's see. already stuttery. Oh, I have a crew here. Why I see a pit crew? That's new. Never saw it. Where'd this come from? First time I seen this. Ah, that's actually from the mod. Crazy. Okay. I hope to take it easy. It's probably the best thing to do, as everyone will have a difficulty to keep it consistent over the whole race with these cars. They can do things that you don't expect suddenly, and even in sections where you usually don't have that. So put in 40 liters again, or just put even more, so the car is a bit more planted. Let's put 50 liters. Let's keep the car on the surface. I am driving with this crap I adjusted. Something I didn't want to. Save it again. That makes the car pretty unstable. Now I understand why it felt so odd. Let's see where I'm starting. No, I think there are a lot of cracks here. Oh, I haven't changed to the BRM. Yeah, the BRM driven also pretty nicely. It felt good. Yeah, a lot of chat is going on. I don't know if you can rejoin, Christian. I think and Warmup is still possible, but not in the race. Yeah, he said it. Jim said it. So you have a few minutes to rejoin and change a few settings. But then you might not start at the position. Okay, you was trying to setting to reduce lag. Yeah, the same issue I have. Well, let me see how it goes. We have warm-up, we have this fuel in. Let's keep it 50 liters. So you then get into the issues that the car gets too light to the end of the race. The Ferrari has two brake options, a drum and disc brakes. I think the Ferrari has disc brakes, but you need to change livery. One livery has that, just one. It's also in the documentation. Again. Let's go for a warm-up. Hey Gabriel Sikudu. Good evening as well to you. A lot of streams are being done, I guess. Now my teal and hoe functions. The pedals were off last time. Ooh, the performance is really awful. Big downside.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. You've got cold
Let's
brakes
test the
all
start.
round. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Your tyres are cold, watch out. Green flag Sector 1. sector 2 is clear.
But Gabriel, you're also driving, as I see. I think. Or I misread the names.
Sector 3 is yellow.
The car feels more stable now.
Green flag sector 3.
Let's stay outside line. Let's train a different line here. Here as
Yellow
well.
flag sector 1. Sector 1 is clear. That's the end of the session. P13.
Here we go on the inside. Take a quick look at the tires. Quickly. Oh, they look underinflated. Nah, but well, I keep it at this way. I don't know if this is okay for the cars. 40 minutes. Oh, it says 2 hours to race. I think that is not correct, but it's still loading.
20 laps. Are you ready? Watch for the lights.
Okay. Good luck. And have fun, everyone. Not the T here. Okay. Quick check. Fuel is okay. 50 liters. More than enough. Oh, let's hope the performance is not killing me. Gear out, otherwise the engine goes off. Oh, it's not loaded yet. Ugh. Always scary what happens here. A SimHub bug. Ah, okay. Okay. That works. Oh man, that will be so scary. We have to be very careful. Right in the middle here. Ooh. Terrible start.
Left side. Clear your left, car left. Still there. Clear on the left side.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Okay, tires are cold, we need to be careful.
Green flag sector 1.
Don't know where they brake.
On the left. Left side clear. right.
No, 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 no. Let's rotate here and then straighten it up.
Yellow flag, caution.
I'm the first one. No, there's another one.
Green flag, sector 2.
Sorry, guys. That removed the tension. Really wanted to drive on the pack. Misshifted. And that's it.
Yellow flag. Track temperature's rising. It's now 29 Celsius.
Left side.
Damn it.
Still there. Hold on. Clear on your left.
B17. Yellow flag, sector 2. It looks like more has been hit. Green flag, sector 2.
Stay left. Right side. Clear. On your left.
Damn it. I didn't want to hit him. And upset my car.
Yellow flag, watch out. Your rear brakes are cold. Be careful. Right tyres are cold. We think Weiss has gone off. The gaining on this car. The gap is 0.6. You've just done 218.0. Sector 2 is clear. The track temps increasing. It's now 31 Celsius. 2.
Stay right. Left.
Good move, mate.
The field is pretty spread in front. Let's see if I can close the gap. Too hard on the brakes.
You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 1.0. Tyre temperatures are fine. The guy in front is tops. The lap time was 2:05.7 per lap. That's your best in the session. 6:2 is 1.8 off the pace. The right side tyres are cold.
There's some smoke. It's Polo and Rob in front.
Sky, the gap's now 0.6.
See if we can get him in a straight.
That was at 2:06.
Ah, dangerous, dangerous.
Car to your left.
I pull out.
Hold your line.
I can get the gear in, but I don't want to hit him. It's not the best place to do an overtake. Lost me even more time to try it and just to back out and stay behind him. Could it be the end for us both? So, stupid move from you. No need to raise the pressure so much. The issue is that we both lost time. The other one is pulling away. Closer on the straight, and then I can catch him.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 33 Celsius. I think P6 has gone off. Sector 3 is clear. Come on, find a way around. We're losing time.
Check your left side clear.
Awesome. Well done. P15. Increased to 2.2 seconds. You're reeling, tops in, the gap is 2.3.
Almost no incidents, and yeah, pretty good. Damn it, that cost me time. Not even half done. I'm so sweaty. Damn it. Concentration workout actually.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Rock went a bit wide.
Left. Clear on the left side.
Sector 2 is clear.
bit too fast into the corner.
Sector 2 is yellow, Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag Sector 3.
Thing is, who will make it through and keep their concentration up? Ooh.
Left side, left.
Oh, back in top 10.
10th position. It looks like Flynn spinned it. Green flag Sector 2. Thompson is now retired.
Oh, sad.
Sector 3 is clear. You pull it away from the guy behind. The gap's now 2.7 seconds. Flynn is retired from the race.
Might be a contact between the two. Just passed before. Let's see if we can get closer to Martin in front.
The rears are cold. Sector 2 is clear.
From the pace, I might get him. I think the brakes are getting a little bit weaker already. Hot again. We need to be more careful with the brakes. Stressing them too much, I guess. Close to blow up the engine. No, 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 no.
Right side, clear right.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
The brakes are changing already.
The yellow, that's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Mr. Hogan is now in front, past me. He was fast in qualifying. I might not catch him. I think he was involved in the incident with Josh, I guess.
Your right sides are cold. You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 3.9.
Let's keep it safe with the braking.
The guy behind's really new in. The gap's now 2.8.
Somehow losing my pace. Spams.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 5.5 seconds.
I'm not getting Mr. Hogan. Too slow for that. But I might catch Martin. Still enough time to make some positions and to lose positions. The guy behind me is definitely faster and catching me up sooner or later.
Your lap time was at 2:05.8. Lap time's pretty consistent.
Not again, not again, not again. I was too quick off the brakes. Damn it. Okay, that is hilarious. Now I'm stuck with the fronts of the barrier.
It's fine, mate. It's just a scrape.
No, it's not fine.
Sector 3 is clear. Track limits. Place. The leader has just done a 202.1. Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 2.
These are not the only one. Let's get to Polo in front. Struggling.
Yellow flag, Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 3.
Careful when you go off brakes here. Not close enough to get close.
V12.
Probably the next straight.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 2. The gap in front has increased to 13 seconds.
Too fast in the corner. No one inside in front.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 1 is clear.
There's one on the track. Let's go for the outside. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're clear left. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place. Nice pass.
A bit too fast into the corner.
Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits.
He's close by. That's a good space.
P10.
Back in top 10. Not so many laps left.
Flag. Caution. The gap in front is now 15 seconds.
Guess I should want to defend my position. Keep at my pace. Drive it home safely. Oh, almost misshifted here.
Green flag sector 1.
Damn it. That was close.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. The gap behind is now 9.2. Green flag sector 3. Your right sides are cold. remaining. We think that 4 has gone off. Sector 2 is clear.
Blue flag.
Stay left. You're on the right side.
Let the other one pass as well. Igor is second. Not sure who was first. Evian for sure. But they're very close by. Now we have a little bit sightseeing, depending how long I can stick to them. Igor is actually responsible for porting this car mod over to Automobilista. But a few people have helped you. One more to go.
P10, there we go, it's over. Bring it back round.
No, it's not over, it's one lap. It's not over. They're slowing down because they do their lap, but I need to do one more.
On the right. Clear right.
At least the engine survived. Car survived. And top 10. It's not too bad. Especially because I started in last. But this is very, very tricky. Is it over? Is it not over? Now it should be over. I'm the only stupid one pushing hard while it's already over. I guess it's really over. Yep, P10. Whew. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, if I didn't have to make the mistakes in the beginning, I probably had a better position. I don't know how my pace was compared to the other ones. But whew, that's something. That championship that's coming up is something to to annihilate. No, not annihilate. It's yeah, something. It's yeah, it will be really enjoyable, but also pretty stressful. Good that it's a large gap between them. Every second Saturday, I guess, from the time. So yeah, Pooh. Cannot see the positions anymore, just have a quick look at the result table. And but no incident. I didn't hit anyone, that's great. My keyboard is not there. Come on. Result. There is it. No, SimChief. So I can see the race here. And we scroll down. No, we cannot scroll down. Here's the scroll bar. Let's see. Igor started first and ended first, but they are close by. Evan was first, and then Igor second. Also started second. They had a good pace, very good pace. But Igor was faster. He did the fastest lap actually. Very close to Evan won, so they're a very close battle between them. Irvin third, so well done everyone for podium finish. Then Mehdi Shepard fourth, Kaio Michaelis on fifth, and yeah, made 8 positions, so quite good improvement. And with the Ferrari, it's pretty tricky to drive. Daniel Weiss on sixth with the Cooper, Jess Moore with the Ferrari as well, difficult to drive car. Georges on 8, well done. He also jumped up 7 positions. Christian Doggo on 9th. Also 3 positions up, and I am in 10th, 4 positions up from qualifying. Yeah, Polo stayed on his position. Then Mr. Hogan dropped down to, I didn't even notice that I passed him. Dropped down 2 positions from qualifying. Ramon Lupar improved 5 positions. Yeah, the Lotus is not in the pace for this track. It's in the 12. It is really nice to drive this car, and 16 is a little bit better to drive and more match for the track. But it's difficult that they could get a pace up front with these cars in this track. But I plan to go for the Lotus as well for twistier tracks. Yeah, then Stick 6th, Josh on Stick on 15th, but I think he retired. DNF. We have a few engine blowout. Martin as well. Rob and Christian blowed up the engine, but it could be related to the car. Let's see. I think no Lancia finished the race, if I see correctly. So all Lancias, the engine breakdown. And the Cooper, let's see, Cooper engine as well, but we have Coopers that finished the race, so that's a driving thing, not a bug in the car. Yeah, Gabriel also raced, yeah. Would be pretty much in front of the pack. So let's see the chat. Yeah, these cars are tricky, are really tricky. Yeah, you have connection drops, okay, that explains it. Sad, I hope you get it sorted for the next one, when the championship starts. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next races actually, because we were racing on very old tracks, probably tracks never anyone has driven before. At least I didn't have all the tracks. I just don't know the historical versions, and even some obscure tracks. Really pretty interesting. Yeah, especially combinations. These cars, tricky tracks, new tracks, challenging, very challenging. Okay, everyone, I hope you have enjoyed it, even when I've dropped off quickly from the grid in front. It's quite sad, but yeah. Currently, it always happens for me on the beginning, but yeah. I could keep a consistent pace and keep on and still recover a few positions, so that's all good. Yeah, I hope you see you back next time. On Wednesday there will be no, on Saturday is the next race. There will be a V8 on Adelaide from 1988. I don't know this track from the 88 layout, and the car as well. It's a super V8. So interesting. Let's see how that will go. So have a good night, everyone, and yeah, see you hopefully next time. Bye bye.